knowledge seekers with busy schedules. Today is December 13, 2019, and welcome to Truth of Work, where we summarize the top cryptocurrency news. My name is Annalisa Brew. I'm the co-founder of Bits and Tokens.
And my name is Matthew Mano from the Bitcoin Center Miami.
Hope you guys have had a wonderful week. Now, before we get started with the news, I want to invite you all to the Blockchain Center for our next Crypto Mondays meetup. This next Monday, for the 16th, the topic will be on building robust and cost-efficient compliance risk management systems.
For Monday's meetup, you can visit our website at blockchaincenter.com.
So, first, let's talk about the price of Bitcoin. So currently, Bitcoin is consolidating around 7,200, the weekly high at about 7.6 thousand.
Yep. Technology has advanced since the beginning of time, and it continues to advance at an exponential rate as proven by Moore's Law. To honor our history, we used to get our news from Yahoo.
Yahoo! That was terrible. Story number one. Mining vs. US Ponzi scheme busted after ranking $1 million, whatever.
$722 million. 5 men were charged in connection with BitClub, an alleged $722 million pot. They targeted the typical dumb multi-level marketing investor.
Jeez. So the prosecutors claim that BitClub possibly to earn a positive income. The organization solicited money from the individuals in exchange for shares of the Bitcoin mining earnings and rewarded those who...
At the moment, authorities are actually still on the lookout for another man involved in the scheme whose identity was not disclosed. The defense and $250,000 in fines just on the conspiracy fraud count alone.
So this is not the first Ponzi scheme that got busted this year. Surprise, surprise. In my opinion, there hasn't been as much as 2018, RIP. But in July, 6 people were arrested for running Plus Token wallet, the third largest Ponzi scheme in crypto.
Getting out of hand. I mean, I can't believe BitClub was able to get away with it for this long. They've been around for years. I want to say almost more than 5 years, and the oldest.
Yeah, cloud mining is one of the oldest scams. It really is, and honestly, that's something that people they reach out kind of word of mouth. They show up in your DMs and tell you about cloud mining. It's one of those things. So, well, it sucks, but here we are, guys. Do your research.
DYOR, guys. It's not, there's no shot that any cloud mining service is going to work. If you don't have the hardware yourself, it's not even going to be a possibility. So,
nope. Well, the hardware, because there are companies who you buy the hardware and they keep it and they mine for you.
True.
There's companies that do that. I remember.
But at least there's some.
Oh well, we're doing it on the cloud. No. No. Every company that you have mining is mining from a physical. So think about it. If we didn't need a physical rig or an ASIC or whatever you use, a GPU, CPU. I hope you're not using a CPU. Anything. Why didn't we come up with cloud mining first? Why did we go automatically to a machine? Let's think about that. Just saying.
No, you're right.
Just saying.
At this point, you need a serious investment in hardware, especially if you want to mine Bitcoin. We could talk, all day about mining and stuff, but don't use BitClub, don't use BitConnect. Usually, just be safe out there, guys. That's all we can say. Moving on to the second story. DFS is set to update BitLicense's terms for the first time in 5 years, half a decade. Wow.
So, the New York updates virtual currency license for the first time in 5 years. Surprise, surprise. Honestly, it's about time.
Half decade. That's crazy. Guidance guidance on the adoption of listing of virtual currencies on its website on December 11th. All interested parties and the general public are invited to.
So officially, there was announced that new guidelines will be implemented and listed in reference particularly to the BIT license, obviously, for cryptocurrencies. If you don't have one in New York, you really can't do much with crypto.
Right. If you're doing business in New York, you need BIT. Specifically, the guidance includes 2 major updates related to the process for crypto-related businesses in New York State in order to list new crypto.
Is listed by the department is going to list all the cryptocurrencies that are allowed and approved for cryptocurrency. With any activities without prior approval of authority, I'm assuming, is illegal in New York.
Right. The second update includes a proposed model implemented to create a specific coin listing or adoption policy. If approved, such proposal will enable the licensee to self-certify coins.
Wow. For anyone who's in New York, I'm sorry. For anyone who's in Hawaii, I'm sorry. Anyone in it's not very crypto friendly either. However, they don't have any crazy regulations like all the other states do. Mostly just Hawaii and New York, really, but
yeah. Raised in New York, living there for 2 decades, they love to overregulate. So it's a real shame that the BIT license is kind of business out of New York. I mean, there's only a few real OGs left in New York to this day, like Gemini, that have had their stuff. It's really kind of forcing companies to go to other states. So
Bitcoin Center New York has a BIT license.
Hey.
But yeah, that's all I have to say on that. But let's move on to our next story. So our story number 3 for today: Microsoft token and data management services.
Yep. So Microsoft's blockchain-enabled cloud services or announced new services. In a post published on the official Microsoft Azure blog on December 6th, the IT service giant announced the Azure blockchain.
So the Blockchain Azure program is looking to specify the definition, creation, and management of standards, which is good. That's good. The firm also provides pre-built templates for common uses and hosts partners.
Yep. The other service announced, Blockchain Data Manager, is a new Azure blockchain service feature designed to decrypt and deliver blockchain ledger data. This again, it just adds more validity. Microsoft, one of the biggest tech companies, IT companies in the entire world, they're taking blockchain super seriously. They're devoting into its development. They're hiring entire teams of people specifically to work on this. So it's just for crypto, and it just brings more legitimacy to the fact that big corporations are taking it seriously.
Yeah, ironically enough, America has the most blockchain patents filed, the most. And we can sit here and say, it's a business opportunity. Someone can, pay them whatever, which maybe. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say blockchain technology. They're not the only ones. They're not even JP Morgan went as far as creating their own and use speculative coin. So it's so revolutionary or impacting. People are gonna jump on it, and we see that throughout history. Uber, Netflix. It's something that's happening. It's something that's shaking up our environment, and we need to get comfortable with it. We need to tell people about it. We need to inspire. I know some people don't want to hear the word crypto. Whenever I say, "Oh yeah, do you know about cryptocurrency blockchain?" Like, yeah. Like they always give me that. Whatever. Yeah, sure. Right. Like we need to make people understand. No. You don't understand.
Right.
So.
Yeah, When it comes to these big players, Bank of America, JP Morgan, don't really listen to what they say because watch their actions, watch the patents being filed, pay attention to all the developments and technologies that they're developing behind Bitcoin. It threatens their entire livelihood. So
it is what it is.
It just makes sense. Moving on to our fourth. Bank of all people is now stating that crypto could replace fiat and soar by 2030.
Currencies could replace fiat by 2030 as the forces that fiat currency money system together. I could see that. That's a weird statement though. That holds the fiat currency system together. It forces to hold the fiat currency system together. What do you think about that?
Fiat system.
But what do they mean by cryptocurrency forces fiat to hold?
No. They're just saying that crypto could take over as fiat monetary systems fall apart. So
that's true.
A fiat monetary system based on unlimited printing of paper notes backed by nothing. It's just for Deutsche Bank to come out and say this, it's kind of a bombshell because they're part of the traditional legacy financial system.
They said this on Thursday, by the way.
Yeah, it's the oldest bank in Germany. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's the largest bank in Germany.
The largest, yeah. Basically projected that there'll be 200 million blockchain wallet users by 2030 if governments back cryptocurrencies.
So the Deutsche Bank strategist Jim Reed had asked if dilemma that authorities will experience as they try to balance higher yields with the record levels of debt. $1 question for a decade ahead. Yes and no. This is a question that because this is like I live now. I don't know if I'll be here in a decade.
Who knows what'll be here?
Who knows if quantum computing destroys crypto? For all I know, we don't know.
I mean, it's definitely a multi-trillion.
Who's after trillion, quadrillion?
I don't know, but a lot of people claim that the first trillionaire will be created. Absolutely.
I hope so.
A possibility. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, one thing is crystal clear, right? These massive tech companies, around the world, they're showing an increased interest, in cryptocurrencies, in digital blockchain ledgers, and allocating massive amounts of resources to patenting and creating their own services. So I think it's safe to say. For sure.
So I'm going to close out. As the feds buy back treasuries to the tune of $60 billion remain negative, the Hong Kong situation worsens. Have you seen the videos from Hong Kong? All right, listen. Talk and people and the suppression of voice. I understand the whole communist regime. I get it. But as people, as a human being, I feel like these are things that I, as a person, just need to pay attention to. I mean, yes, politics are not the greatest place to go to, technically, because if you do say something bad about them, watch out. That's the unfortunate truth, but these are things that need to change. And I think Bitcoin's the answer.
The macro picture is deteriorating. People are losing their freedoms left and right. Fiat currencies are collapsing. Whether it's taped to the wall or not, with a wheelbarrow full of cash.
That was a money laundering scheme. I hope you guys laundered industries in the world. It is think about this, right? We think a $1 million price tag on something you buy,
Yeah.
where'd the $1 million go? Oh, you know? But because of this, Proof of Work has determined to buy Bitcoin.